Right, so get your quid jig to check row said carne here minus bracket 3 plus dou I maybe for said plus quig I. Bracket hartas and faster, cosine 0, agus just solve the equation. Right, so my hospital off let's show here to yes me. Yeah, I mean go. Right, so hospital off here to let's say minus b formula. So the minus b formula, so reach the said cosine minus 3 minus for minus you do actually plus. So you do plus 3 plus dou I plus or minus square root 3 plus dou I squared minus ceacht for hien for quig plus quig I. The lig is gone. Dou made for hien. So sin head part. Okay, which lig and then made it lig ma. So reach the set cosine 3 plus dou I plus or minus square root. Now you do 9 plus dou for 3 shades, so dou you guy dou I for dou I you do 4I squared, so sin minus ceacht. Minus phi minus phi I. Lig is gonna dou. Okay, so to said nas cosine 3 plus dou I plus or minus square root. Ex the reach summation so you to luge quid jig minus RI, which is another first year. Or you do plus dou you can show minus 20. Yeah, which is it? Oh, minus RI, which is okay. Minus RI, a league is going to do. Now, the race could you listen, Kaimaton is square root minus 15 minus 8I is richer. So, run the anything. League do A plus BI if it cuts on a square root, luge quid jig, luge art I. So, raise to A plus BI squared, cosma luge quid jig, luge art I, agus medicine mar. So, you to A squared plus dou ABI minus b squared cosma luge quid jig luge art I locked in the rails. So a squared minus b squared cosma luge quid jig imaginary to dou AB cosma luge art. So to AB cosma luge ceacht to b cosma luge ceacht is gone a. So bossin is just the head equation. So to a squared minus luge ceacht is gone a squared cosma luge quid jig media 100 for a squared. With a squared the ceacht minus she jig cosma minus quid jig a squared. So you to a squared the ceacht plus quid jig a squared minus she jig cosma 0 factorize. Okay, so we factorize bracket 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 agus bracket you to a squared for a squared hien for she jig plus agus minus. So a squared cosma hien so to a cosma plus or minus hien. A squared cosma luge she jig, so we can ignore that. Okay, and just here my shop bag so that I go to add the ligecha. Okay, now so shouldn't head part. So next test going with the A cosma plus or minus hien to me add the B obrima. So reach packaging, I just call packaging bar. So to B cosma luge ceacht is going A. Okay, so now how much is that A cosma hien to B cosma luge ceacht. So here can you to hien minus ceacht I. Like the down can there's A cosma luge hien you to B cosma ceacht. So you to luge hien plus ceacht I. So raise test going to square root luge quid jig luge art I and that's cosma hien minus 4I continue scheme machinery sticky plus or minus na so plus no minus yeah so it's cosma plus or minus 1 minus 4I well and you okay listen now to shino going to add the shinish her back is as the formula so on so next to said cosma 3 plus dou I plus or minus hín minus ceacht I a lígas gan na dó. So tá said codumla 3 plus hín sin na ceacht, dó I plus lúide ceacht I sin lúide dó I is gan na dó, so tá freigre dó lúide I, nó tá said codumla 3 lúide hín sin na dó, dó I lúide ceacht I so sin sé I is gan na dó, huis codumla hín plus 3 I. So sin the freigre. So freigre said codumla dó lúide I, nó said codumla hín plus 3 I. Adam, what's the shot? Calculate the contrast. Right. Okay. What is he said? Right. Was an okay again, then you? Well, I'm in okay, listen. Ashton was the array. Oh, darn it, sure. Put the contrast. Right. So you can do that, yeah? Yeah. Right. First, this is in Chile, fair. Oh, get the shot. Or Shaw Lake. Oh, Shin Lake for G Shaw stop to be. Right, okay. Jim to Nash? Yeah. Right, okay. Right, so Shin Kest over the quick jig. See how my Dave? Shark jig. So Ramus G Kest the shark jig and Nash. So Kest the shark jig, you to door said plus 3 said conjugate. Quadrumla phi minus 3I. Okay, and then there's a solve for it. So rudder lig da is said if it codumla A plus B, A plus BI. So the said conjugate, call it codumla A minus BI, agus subas in the shasta cottage. So you to da said, so da for A plus BI plus 3 for A minus BI, codumla phi minus 3I. Medium on the brackets, you to da A plus da BI plus 3A minus 3BI, codumla phi minus 3I. Scream out the real parts. So real, you to da A plus 3A codumla phi. So to quick A codumla phi. So to A codumla ceacht. Scream on the imaginary parts. You to da B minus 3B codumla lúide 3. So you to lúide B codumla lúide 3, B codumla 3. So freigre. So the relation has said codumla ceacht plus 3 ceacht plus 3I. So okay, listen. Yeah. So these then you've been the radish in your ogre just sample of a 3, so add the figure them all. Okay. So these used the sample is the texture. When you add the rod the figure them all. So sample ceacht and sin rod ceacht 3 is ceacht and cast new in your there. Right. Shark jig again, are you? So get your bum with you? Yeah. Plus 3 plus I or minus I for said conjugate cosma shark lúide ceacht I. Okay, so you right here in the reached. Lig that said it cosma A plus BI, so it said conjugate cosma A minus BI. So what's in the cell? So this you to said which is A plus BI plus 3 minus I immediately for A minus BI cosma shark minus ceacht I. So you to A plus BI plus now 3 for A you to 3A, 3 for BI you to minus 3BI minus AI plus BI squared. Cosma shark lúide ceacht I. Now reached you to A plus BI plus 3A, so reached in ceacht A. So you can sin the formula hele. Actually, yen mir shoha. Come on, so you to A plus 3A, so sin ceacht A. You to BI minus 3BI, you to minus da BI. So sin to me back and sin la plus 3A minus plus minus B. So reached I squared is minus 1, so sin minus B, cosma shark lúide ceacht I. Okay, scream out the real. So from A plus A, so when we chin plus n, so to me call I minus AI, Come let's get. Yeah, so minus AI minus B, come let's get. So real parts in this, you to carry minus B, cardinal chart. I guess imaginary, you to minus A minus da B, cardinal luigi keher. It's just a simultaneous equation. So median bond for keher. So this you to keher A minus B cardinal chart, you to minus keher A plus art B minus art B, go minus cardinal luigi shejig. A se kalima, so much fakla luigi nui B, cardinal luigi nui. So to B cardinal heen. B cardinal heen, so this to much fakla la keher A minus heen cardinal chart. Keher A cardinal art A cardinal da. So the variation that said cardinal da plus I. Take. Is it okay? So this rub limits in the map is in minus. Right, so sin question the Jake, so just remember going to the lesson net screw. Just in my pot. Right. So note me kind for cubic equations and so that's in the set cubed. Right? Now because Chevit has to go need cubic functions in mathematics, it's usually x cubed. That means it's just basic algebra. Make to set cubed, obviously to count for complex numbers. Now a set cubed must root away on the complex number. So you use your root, right? So sample it. So I'm just going to hard sample this or just laminity. So I'm screw graph of some machine. I can screw cubic function. So I'm going to cubic function machine. Okay. Now this is a cubic function. We have one real root. So hawkless in the way, for example, minus da, and then we have two identical complex roots. Okay. So we have two complex roots. Now, the two complex roots usually ends in a cubic function. This is usually what is said, cosmula A plus BI is one root, then the conjugate is the other root, A minus BI. So that's usually the year root. Okay? So, just can you acknowledge there's the Jenny Keshny or cubic functions. More variance root to one digit, then usually the other root is the conjugate of that root. So for example, when you check that Z equals 3 plus 4i is one root, then 3 minus 4i as the other root. Okay? Now, change what to make it screen when chan. Abernas grow is Z cosmot 3 plus 4i. So to Z conjugate, cosmot 3 minus 4i. Now, you must get it in the screen as more quadratic equation. Here the you in the screen more quadratic equation. So Jen note that shot. So to Z squared minus is said made for sum now 3 of a half plus already na 3 of a half equals 0. So it's in the formula. Okay, so the must get a shown as a screen more quadratic equation. That's from this equal to Z squared minus a Z bracket 3 plus 4i plus 3 minus 4i plus 3 plus 4i made for 3 minus 4i cosmos 0. So the Z squared minus now raised to the 4i minus 4i got like aluma. So it's made minus 6 Z because 3 plus 3 is in the shade. I guess it raised plus so you do 3 for 3 nui, keher for keher minus shade jakes plus shade jakes you do plus feast of quake, cosmos 0. Like a shinish creature, marvedim to shiny leg ma, like just dice gashila show yenny, just open east. Because the plus against minus and that means the center part equal to kaluma. So chain what the height yen in that 3 for 3 nui, keher for minus keher I is minus 16i squared, add sign, so plus 16, so nui plus shejig you to fisa quick. Agus sin to an esh quadratic equation don curve sin shin. So shin the quadratic equation. Da running to shin an esh is just a cubic equation when you able to 3 root obru ma. There's the made the show mod your I for I becomes I squared, hence it'll be agus just yenamatage, right? So you to 3 for 3 nui, 3 for keherai, you to minus doye guy, plus doye guy, I reach the factor minus 16 I squared. Then yeah, I should go ni go to haluma, and then to I squared cosmala luji heen. So to factor nui minus shej for luji heen, which the cosmala nui plus shej, which the cosmala fisa quick. But lay and you gas to just go 3 for 3 nui, keher for keher shej, summing vertla. Something vertly hill, nui plus shej you to fisa quick. Which is okay again. Right. So next just touch image your cart, so had 3 punch she, I guess asked me because she's free and shen check with you Kindle a Rachel. Okay? Right. What's in again ye? Just promise it. So touch me the cart, try 3 punch she. Okay? Agus touch me the kiss over heen. So me darna and can heen 3 quick short. Agus sin me drill chapters in a shot. Okay, so just 3 quick short agus nui, and then round with arranging the stuff he can use for pepper screw is chapter 2. The complex numbers gets a wee bit more complicated than we kind for circular and rather than just straight lines. Hedro is going to be curved lines, so polar form. Angles was fairly straightforward. Okay, right. So kiss your heat to f is z quadrumla z cubed minus da plus 2I is z squared minus quijig minus keher I midifa z plus 30I. Okay, now show that f 2I is equal to 0. So this me just sub us in the chat. So f2I, so this is in cosmla 2I cubed minus da plus 2I for 2I squared minus quijig minus kerai for 2I plus 30I. I guess this behag motion like cosmla 0. So this is in cosmla 2I cubed, then you be minus 8I. T minus 8I, then you be addition immediately. So smooth your shop. 2I for 2I is 4I squared, which is minus 4. Minus 4 for 2I is minus 8I. Well, I know okay, let's so be quick reminder to make the mark that your i's. I cubed is always minus I. Okay? Right. Made the shama, so we've got minus da plus da I made the fa luji keher. Because it is 2I squared and minus 4. Because 4I squared and minus keher. I guess it is to me minus da I for quijig, you to minus 30. So just come with bracket or so should be good amount. So minus da I for quijig, you to troha I. I guess it is to me da I for art I is 8I squared, so plus art. Plus 30I. So this to me minus 8I. Minus for minus plus due to plus art. Minus for minus plus for plus due to plus art I. Minus troha I. Minus art plus troha I. As this chin to was it chin equal like all the ma. I guess you to 0. Right, so how do we solve the equation? Okay, so here we the next task in the school said. So when you rent father, I'm just going to chat. What's in the gun in it, eh? What's in the gun in it? Yeah, right. So in the rain fought and us. So run to go in and us to go rain to said codma do I. So you to said minus do I. A renter. I screw out the equation. Okay, so said cubed minus 2 plus 2I is said squared minus quijig minus kri for said plus 30I. Right. David ma for said less said cubed. Said squared. Said squared for said you to said cubed. So made the anrod for said squared. So said squared for said you to said cubed. Said squared for minus 2I you to minus 2I is said squared. Leading if we shin at in the signs minus agus plus. Now smooth your shaw to the goal minus do I plus do I. So the shingle calu mola shin so it may just fakula minus do is said squared. Lan and yoke shin ten do I minus do I calu ma. The homid la hilliet so it may fakula just minus do is said squared. 2I said squared, yeah. So quijig minus kri made for said plus 30I. Just 30 is 100 dollars. Reached made the anrod for minus do said. So made the anrod for minus do said. So you to minus do is said squared. Minus for minus you to plus 4I. Made the far said. Because reached at in the sign. So shin plus shin the minus minus 4I for plus 4I calu master with facula lucha quijig said plus 30I. So made it for minus quijig. So you to minus quijig said plus 30I. Add in the signs plus against minus I guess you to 0. So next the quadratic equation in terms of a set. Right. Do you end with lesson in this? Can do you make values for said next to quadratic again? We factorize. So reach how do we factorize? Kaimage minus b formula usage. So reach to said cosmula. Minus do, so minus do plus or minus square root minus do squared minus keha for heen for minus quijig. The leak is going to do for heen. So to said cosmula. Do plus or minus square root. Now reach minus for minus plus. So minus for minus, what's in ceacht come to? So minus for minus you to plus. Ceacht for quijig. Shaska plus ceacht. You to square root shaska ceacht is gonna do. So to said cosmula do plus or minus r is gonna do. So said cosmula heen plus or minus ceacht. So to said cosmula quig no luja 3. What's an okay again? So the relation there's a solve the equation f of z equals 0. So raise equal right equals z cosmula do I quig no luja 3. Okay, right, try to get in cash over the 3.